Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. You've all come back up to the midsection of the tavern here. And sure enough, you see Desmond walking upstairs. Lizzie's in front of him, and in front of him is one of the imps, not the lead imp. The lead imp is kind of at the bottom of the stairs and looks back to see you guys and goes, well. You're still here.
Well,
You know how much of a
so, we might have an idea what is going on here.
Now, I know exactly what's going on here. You're here to fuck up my deal, huh?
No.
Actually,
John
the
sent you,
opposite.
didn't he?
Wait, who?
John.
I don't know anyone by that name.
He's a troublemaker, that's who he is, and you know damn well who he is. I bet he hired the whole lot of you to pretend to do this whole nonsense. Well, it's okay.
Is he an imp?
Don't worry about that. I will bring over my big brother. He'll take care of this. Then he gives a whistle.
Wait, we are here to help you sell this building. Because I think you might have trouble selling it, and that is why we are here to prevent timey thing, whatever. I don't know.
You're here to help me make a sale, huh?
I mean, you saw how Desmond liked that automatic fire.
You can't sell someone something that doesn't exist. That's fraud.
But
And
maybe-
we imps may be murderous, blood-sucking demons, but we still have a code of ethics.
But
We're
maybe
honest.
you're clever. You can think about what other things might just be here that we could do. I mean, how difficult is it, for example, to, guys, any ideas? For example, tell him that everybody who damages this bar gets smitten down, and we could show him an example of that, and he can see us. So kind of invisible defenders, and that will just be a rumor spreading, and eventually it will just be everybody who hurts damages the bar gets killed by Desmond.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Did that sound right? I don't know.
Sounds pretty good.
Glares at you.
I mean, that is how we are from the
Sounds
future.
like a trap.
We are from the future. That is how it is with us. If we damage the bar, holy shit, Desmond will kill us, and also will not
So you're
survive
saying
that
I've
killing.
already made the deal then? That's already set and done, huh?
Yeah,
But is time
time
rigid?
is weird. Because you could still fail to make that sale if we don't help you. Maybe.
So you're saying there's a problem that used to exist but doesn't exist anymore, but you're doing it in the past and you're the only ones that can solve the problem. Smells like a bunch of bullshit to me.
I mean, we don't
this
know.
whole
We don't know
situation
why
is
we're here.
bullshit.
We don't. Yeah. What he said. We don't know why we're here. We are just guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, why am I talking? Guys, say something. I'm the guy with the lowest charisma here.
Yeah.
It's just a theory, a time theory.
Uh-huh. Sure. He
Sure,
looks at you as if he's not sure whether you guys are being honest or not, but you're so kind of scatterbrained and your ideas are only semi-formed, and it's got that flavor of authenticity with how poorly constructed it is, right? Like, no
Like
one
we
trying to
legit
fool
don't know what's going
him
on.
would put together such a half-baked plan. So he's semi-inclined to believe you. And asks, so, what then, huh? What sort of features are you talking about?
Really quick, I want to ask you. You said the name of the bar can't be changed. What's the name?
You don't know, huh?
No, I'm
What's
asking
my name?
because there's.
What's my name?
I don't know your name.
What's your
I'm
name?
Saying, well, I'm Torque.
You're Torque.
The bar we came from and what we believe this is called Shenanigans.
It's a stupid name for a bar.
Well, that's the name of it. What's the current name?
I don't know if I trust you enough to tell you.
Well, it can't be any worse than Shenanigans, can it?
Shenanigans, but backwards.
Nanishins? No. What is Shenanigans backwards? It's a gay. So
It's not worth the effort.
Snaggananis?
Snagananis.
Snag. That's definitely not the bar's name.
I think you just found the title of this episode.
I think that's yeah. Snag.
Anyway. I'm telling you right here.
I'll go back to playing rock, paper, scissors with the ghost.
Okay.
I'm telling you right. Like, what is the name? Like, what is the name that he can't change?
Zarva.
Hmm?
Zarva.
Zara. Are you like
Barky
legit
Bucky?
ashamed of the name?
It's
Come on, we heard plenty of names that are shameful. We do not judge.
Zar.
Zar. Hmm.
All right. Okay.
Now, where does it say that the name of the bar?
Hey, look,
can't
it's a
be-
complicated thing. You don't understand demon construction, all right? So stop
you're
pretending
right,
that
I
you
don't.
can. Don't worry about it.
I'm not pretending that I do, but is there a way that we can make it that way? That you can change it?
That might be the issue here.
Yeah. There's a way to change it, but it involves a little bit, fighting the life essence of the bar and kind of defeating it and making a demand of it in order to change it for its life and letting it live. And then if you
Wait,
can
what?
actually defeat it, you can change the name. You can really change any sort of property about it, but then
So what do we have to fight and let live and then tell it to change the name or else it will die, but we let it live if it
the
changes
spirit
the
of the
name?
bar.
Right.
Oh. Which spirit?
What's that?
You really don't.
Oh.
The building is actually a shaped demon.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, how do we find this spirit?
Oh.
It points to the fireplace.
And you wanted me to crawl up there.
All right.
So
I
what
have a
you're
bad-
really saying this bar is a giant mimic.
You know, we could still try the pylon, guys.
Jesus Christ.
We could still try the pylon.
Good.
Pylon? Oh.
You can't see it? It's right over there.
Desmond
Next time
starts
we escape.
walking down the stairs with Lizzie in tow, saying, "Well, it looks pretty good. I mean, the construction's a little wonky, and there's no outside access for the cellar. Tell me about the kitchen, because I've got a cook in mind, but I feel like these doors are a little bit small for him. He's a big orc sort of fella. Can we make some upgrades there?" And the imp leads Desmond to the kitchen with an arm around his shoulders, saying, "Don't worry about it. The kitchen's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine." And like gives you guys a dirty look over his shoulder as he leads you there. Lizzie is standing on the staircase, one hand supporting her giant watermelon-sized belly, and the other hand leaning on the railing, and kind of looks across the room at just kind of looking about.
I'll wave.
She doesn't seem to see you.
Whatever we do now, we have to be careful. If she's still here, we might have to protect her.
So playing rock paper scissors with the ghost, who's better? Because we might be able to challenge the Avon to a game of rock paper scissors.
All right. Well, give me an opposed charisma check. I think rock paper scissors is all about reading your opponent. It's all about charisma here. So give me a charisma check versus the innate charisma of our ghostly friend.
Hey, my charisma's 9, so I guess that's D20 plus 9.
Yeah. She gets a 16, so you beat her in the first round. We can do this forever. What's the best of three? All right, one more. Oh God, she gets a 12. You both fail, so that's a tie. You both throw rock. The only reason I'm not playing with you is that it's difficult to do over cam, and Sierra's skill is probably a lot less than mine. She's not a very good RPS player. Yeah, you wreck her. Best 2 out of 3, easy. We gotta find a better game.
You could always play. Oh no, that's not a competitive game. Have you ever thought about trading card games?
Magic the Dungeoneering.
Yeah, that one. It's quite fascinating.
Yes.
I can't interact with physical objects. I can't play TCGs.
You could always possess someone.
She shakes her head. Those days are long behind me. I've turned over a new leaf, a new ether, if you'll call it. I try not to possess anymore.
Maybe you could in the future hire a band of adventurers to get some spectral board games from the wizards.
That sounds like a job for another day. Shouldn't we solve the problems in front of us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Only throwing ideas out for the future.
Although, maybe she kind of looks up and looks over at Lizzie and goes, maybe I could try possessing people. Yeah, let's try it. And she
Probably
starts floating towards Lizzie.
Not her.
Sierra, not her, please.
Not her.
Well, Sierra's not listening to you. She looks like she's gonna float over and possess Lizzie.
Doreen.
So May will declare. Well, we
What?
should.
Turn on dead. Turn on dead.
I'll try to channel my magic.
Sure, but what is May saying while you're doing that?
May's going to say that for the choice of who possesses a particular person, that they should have another rock paper scissors challenge against it. Whoever wins gets it.
No, I think this one will do just fine. And you are trying to turn undead there, Doreen?
Yep.
All right, give me your D20.
Oh.
God, that's
my God.
your turn undead sucks. You're level 4, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you can't turn her.
If that fails,
It definitely fails immediately.
Big Bad Can throws a silver knife at her.
At the ghost?
Yes.
Give me a roll to
No,
hit.
at Lizzie.
Give me a roll to hit.
Let me just. Oh yeah.
Oh, there we go.
It goes right through the ghost and lands in the banister right by Lizzie's hand. She snatches her hand back and starts shaking it, and you see there's a cut where it landed near the webbing between her fingers. Goes, ow! And immediately Desmond runs out from the kitchen, drawing his long sword, looking around. What is it? He's like, nothing. I just cut myself somehow on the banister. And Desmond crosses his arms and looks at the imp and says, "What the hell, man? Are you attacking my wife?"
Ghost.
This, I think, is the point, since no one has really been able to stop her, where Sierra begins to possess Lizzie. She reaches out a hand toward Lizzie's belly and just kind of like... Let's give Lizzie a saving throw. Saving throw. That's the wrong...
High level.
All right.
What does she possess? Lizzie or the baby?
Well, she tries to possess Lizzie, and Lizzie begins to shake and sweat a little bit and sits down, and then the ghost forcibly gets ejected out the front side of her as if, she hit a trampoline at high speed.
I look at the imp and there's a ghost.
Desmond comes over to her and then whirls to face the imp with his sword drawn and says, "Buddy, you better explain what's going on right now." And the imp goes, "Haha, so, Dimensions, hells, souls. There seems to be a small problem with some ghosts that are moving through the area and have been caught in here somehow. Can you see them? And Desmond shakes his head and goes, "Well, there's 5 of them, and they're becoming slightly problematic. Maybe you could get rid of them." Do you guys have any reaction to this?
I was like, we're gonna try to get out of here.
We did not
Fine.
want just
That wasn't us.
look at the fireplace. Anybody kind of look at the fireplace. We have to get this done quickly.
All right,
Before Desmond
Time-
fucks us up.
time to go to the fireplace.
So
Okay.
when they get to the fireplace, May will go out to the fireplace. I declare a rock paper scissors competition. See if that works.
To the fireplace itself?
Yes.
You get no reply. The rest of the party is going to the fireplace as well?
I'll
Yeah.
stand here where I'm at,
Okay.
and then kind of just say, spirit of the tavern, of the building. We want to talk to you.
Also, Big Bag kind of motions to Sierra. Get out of here.
Sierra is sitting on the bar looking very confused, like, what? That normally works.
Sierra, she is a very powerful ranger.
I should still be able to possess her. What the hell's going on here?
Yeah, powerful people can resist that. Didn't you know?
I don't know what a saving throw is. That doesn't make sense to me.
Let's say, okay, go ahead.
She's a strong-willed person and can resist your attempts at possessing her.
Yeah, that one. That one.
She has a strong will, I guess.
All right. So the pinkish L is the lead imp. The green L is Lizzie. The green D is Desmond. The blue S is Sierra.
Okay.
I guess it's more of a teal S or a. We'll just call it blue. It's in the blue family. Aquamarine? I don't know. What color is that?
God.
Aqua.
Maybe it's just aqua. Yeah, it's definitely not aquamarine.
Sky blue.
I have an idea.
I think we're just gonna go with teal. I think teal's the closest color. Or maybe turquoise.
We'll call it teal.
Sure.
You said the demon is at the fireplace.
You just said the fireplace. When we
So
asked.
I'm gonna kick the fireplace. All right.
You give it a good, hard, swift kick. Make me a strength check.
Sure, whatever. I'm not trying to break it, but I'm absolutely not trying to break it.
Right.
But
You give it a good, solid
I kick
shoving
it,
kick.
and I say, "Your name's freaking stupid."
Zar, what's that about? Come on.
Yeah, like freaking. Oh, look at me! I'm Zar. Oh, I'm gonna be a building. Ooh, everyone
yeah.
wants to go to Zar. That sure is a good name. You'll be the fucking laughing stock for years.
Yeah, sure. What they said.
The fireplace kind of begins to smoke. Like smoke starts pouring out of the ashes and filling into the rest of the building. Desmond, with his sword out, levels it at the imp and says, "You cut that out right now, or I will take your head from your shoulders." And the imp goes, hey, buddy, look, there's some ghosts over there. They're causing some problems. I will try and go get you something so you can see them, and then you can cut them to ribbons and we can seal our deal.
Hey, imp. Give him a deal about the name change, and we deal with this one. And
Shut up, you stupid ghost. And Desmond looks at the imp.
Sierra, if you want, you can possess the imp, maybe.
She tries to possess the. No, she rolls a natural 1 on her possession attempt.
God damn it, Sierra.
She is actually stunned now and kind of just spectrally. She's stuck in a pole. She's just stuck.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this.
So, you know, it's a name, not the best, probably the worst one I've ever heard. But, you know, we have better names if you want one. But I guess you're not clever enough to want a better name. But really, what are you really? Just a building? I mean, yeah.
Is my danger sense firing off at all?
Your danger sense, is that a skill that you have?
That's a non. Yeah, it's
Okay.
a roll that's rolled in secret.
Wait, what?
Is that a skills and powers thing?
Yeah.
What does your spider sense tell you?
Trouble sense, danger sense, and dancing. Lovely. I guess I don't know what those do well enough, so let me look them up. Skills and powers. And is that where you got it from?
Yes.
Okay. Non-weapon proficiency. Was it a trait or a?
It sounds like a trait.
I think somewhere.
Sounds like a trait to me. Or
I'm looking for it.
Combat and tactics.
Oh, combat and tactics. Okay.
okay, that's where it's from.
Go. Combat and tactics. La la la. Somewhere in here, I know. Trouble sense. Sometimes known as danger sense, this talent gives characters a chance to detect otherwise undetectable threats by instinct. The character's trouble sense comes into play when the character is threatened by a danger he hasn't noticed yet. The DM should make a trouble sense check in secret. If the character succeeds, he is only surprised on a roll of 1 by a sneak attack and treats any rear attacks as flank attacks instead. The DM can modify the proficiency check if the character is taking extra precautions or if the attacker would be particularly hard to notice before striking. All right. So, what is your danger sense check?
It says wisdom / int, so I presume it will be the highest of those scores, and both are 9.
Okay. Oh my god, you crit it. Yes, your trouble sense is going off. You can feel the hairs on the back of your neck begin to stand, and there's like a vibration in your ear that leads you to look at the front door.
I turn and look at the front door. I slightly step away from the fireplace just in case, but I sort of want to shelter myself behind someone quite big who's, probably behind BC.
BC or Torque. Yeah.
You know what? That scar that scratch that I gave you up there only made you better.
Well, the bar doesn't seem to say anything, but the imp looking at Desmond says, "Don't worry, then fine. If you don't want to take care of it, I don't." It makes sense. The dealer should solve all the problems before the sale is made. Joey, and in through the front door squeezes a hulking demon. He's got to be like 4 feet from shoulder to shoulder, maybe 6 feet tall. But then just like huge amounts of muscle and flesh and just like bulging bulk.
Oh.
And I think we roll initiative now.
It's no purple worm, so that's right. It's the seconds.
Group initiative.
So Neal, is this a large character?
Yeah.
A large creature?
It is a large creature, yes.
We still have the rock.
We can do individual initiative since there is just the one of it.
Okay.
So let's roll initiative. So it goes at 8.
Oh, just
Everything always goes so much faster.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So me and Kendall are first. I can't move my thingy. Oh.
Are you on the right tool?
Yeah, I'm on that. But
Zoom in or out. Sometimes the selection gets wonky or box it. And then move it.
I got it.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like Kyla and May go first. Go for it. Kyla goes to throw a dagger and drops it behind her. It just slips out of your hands and falls to the ground.
It's like throwing it behind you into the wall.
May?
So May will think, I'm probably not going to be able to fight that, and as a general scaredy cat, but not able to get to the cellar, decides to get slightly close to the fireplace and say, that big guy over there said you're a celestial abomination. You shouldn't take that.
Pretty good.
Give me a charisma check.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay. The
Dude, your
smoke
Insults are on.
coming from the fireplace actually thins out a little bit, and some small flames begin to appear in the fireplace. Let's see. The demon goes at 8.
With Doreen.
Doreen? Oh yeah, it goes at the same time as Doreen. And the demon just like juggernauts across the bar.
And I think Doreen meets it head on.
Yeah, I think you guys probably meet halfway. Right about there-ish. The demon makes a attack at you, Doreen, which smashes through this post right here. Whoops. Next to you, like knocking the post down, and you can see the ceiling begin to sag ever so slightly as the post shatters to pieces. The attack is a modified 21.
That'll hit.
All right. And it slams into you for 5 points of damage with its fist.
Alright.
Shit, I just dropped all its HP. What am I doing here?
I'm guessing 11 doesn't quite hit it.
11 does not hit the demon. I mean, the blow connects with it, but it's got this like thick, scaly armor on it, and it just glances off, no problem.
Got it.
Yeah. That was 8. There's an 11. No, there's a 12 for Torque.
9.
And
I'm not-
a 9 for Big Bad Kane. Go for it, Kane.
Right, he runs behind the demon and jumps up in the air and goes down with both his sickles.
Give me rolls to hit.
That is back attack, I assume.
Yes.
That's +2, right?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So that's the first attack. That's 24.
24 will hit.
And we have a 22.
They both hit. Neither of them clear by 10. Roll me
Alright.
damage.
What, it's
Large
a-
creature.
Large? Okay.
Yeah.
That's just plus. That is 21 points of damage.
Wow. You get +8 from strength and all that other stuff put together?
And mastery. 8
Strength and mastery.
Yep.
Okay.
As he comes down and rakes him down his back.
The daggers cut into it, and the demon
Sickles.
starts bleeding profusely from these huge wounds on its backside. Desmond kind of fiddles with his sword, looking between the demon and the things that are clearly attacking the demon, but like not that he can't see.
And he will say to, because he saw what May was doing, keep doing that. Maybe convince the spirit that this fucking thing is destroying it. You know, the house. He kind of points at the obvious destruction caused by the demon.
Torque.
Well, I'm gonna run up. And I'm gonna support their efforts and just flank this guy.
Flank and strike.
Yeah.
That will hit.
Does that
That
clear
will.
by 5?
It will clear by 5.
Nice. It's like,
Uh,
let me call my big brother, Johnny. And we just stomp the wall. Oh,
Nice.
God.
rolls.
18 damage rips into the creature. It's now got 2 gashes down its side, and its right arm is like hanging from a thread.
So I can make my 2 attacks now. Right.
Yes, you can make your 2 extra attacks.
I love.
Hit and hit.
What kind of crit? Is that a double crit?
It clears by 14. 15 AC.
Oh, almost.
Okay,
So
so like double
3
crit.
times damage dice plus
just-
regular damage dice.
Yeah, so I'll just combine those attacks
Sure.
into one.
Oh god.
There we go.
All right, so now it's got
that was
another
2
knife
attacks.
in its face and another knife in its belly.
Hold up.
Yep.
Hold up.
Yep.
That was 2 attacks, so that's a plus 10.
Oh, it's plus 10, so that's 19 damage.
All right, the demon more or less just crumbles at this point and dies.
It got one rounded.
Into the room, just and we just beat him down to the ground.
Destroys a post, gets slaughtered.
Desmond walks over as the lead demon's like, ha 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 ha, oh, Joey. And Desmond picks up Kyla's daggers that are sticking out of Joey's body.
Oh.
Looks them over and goes, huh. Well, I don't know who your weird possessing ghosts are, but thank you. This asshole is clearly trying to destroy my potential investment. I appreciate you bringing him down. Perhaps we can come to some sort of a deal. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Wait,
Can I take?
I will actually write down in the blood, yes.
Yeah. Okay. There.
Okay.
Blood of
And
the
it
demon.
Desmond sees the blood and goes, okay then.
I'm gonna.
actually,
If there's a point where Desmond has his hand out for like a couple seconds, I'm gonna go over and put a treat in it.
The tree just falls right through his
Just like-
hand onto the ground.
You just, well,
I look a
clearly
little
we
dejected,
can
but then
like
pick it up and eat it.
throw things.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's, it's weird.
Big Bad Kane will pick up, take some papyrus out of his backpack, and quill and ink, and write down onto the papyrus. We can make it so you can change the name. If you buy this house, the imp can explain. Write it down and drop it onto the bar counter, and then slam onto the bar. No, he can't hear it. So he drops onto the bar counter.
Okay.
And maybe
The imp, while you're doing this, the lead imp goes, so, it sounds like you do want to buy the property then, right? It'd be great. It'd be fantastic. Desmond looks at the imp and goes, yeah, well, what about the support beam that's missing now? And the imp goes, okay, I can fix that. I'll just go get one of our hell clerics, and they'll come over here and patch it right up.
I'm
Perhaps
gonna
you
draw
and
an arrow
your
in the blood
Neal,
towards the
hold-
bar.
pregnant
hold on.
lady friend should step outside while these ghosts don't kill you in your sleep. You draw an arrow in the blood towards the bar.
Towards the note that
Right.
Kane left.
And Desmond puts up his hand to the imp's face and says, hold on. They're trying to tell me something. And carefully, looking around with the sword in hand, walks over to the bar and goes, yes, I feel it, the bar. Maybe it's behind the bar, and he walks behind the bar, clearly not seeing the note, and starts like moving things and rifling through things and starts tossing things aside.
Right in the blood, we can change. The name can be changed.
All right. Doreen will write that.
Right next to the arrow. Right next to the arrow.
While they're doing that,
Actually, probably just write with blood rather than in the blood because.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. So Desmond's over at the bar, behind the bar, looking around now. Big Bad Kane is over here at the bar where the note was. Oh shit! Your B and your C aren't connected. It's fine. It just makes it way harder to move. Joey's dead. We're just gonna replace Joe. No, we'll just replace Joey with a pool of blood around him.
Nice.
There we go.
There you go.
And someone was saying something.
I
Actually-
will be still giving the fireplace, aka the more, I presume, of this building.
Zar.
saying- Yes, and Gary Pratchett was saying, the other demon also insulted your name. It said it was trash. Maybe you should contract with this nice, I presume, human man.
Human.
Yeah. And maybe, but if we play a few games, we'll be able to help you not be bullied anymore by selfish demons. So maybe we should get rid of the imp, and you can make your own deal.
The doors to Shenanigans go shut. The shutters go shut. That's just as the lead imp was about to leave to go get the cleric to fix everything, and everything shuts around it. Desmond snaps up and looks around. Lizzie sees the things you've written in blood and comes over here, leaning against. I guess that post is gone. Leans against the railing of the staircase. And what did you write in the blood?
The name can be changed.
Yeah, we can get the name changed.
And while she's doing that, I go over, dip the quill into the blood, and write on the paper. We can make a deal. We can make a deal to change the name. The Fireplace.
Okay, so you're doing that. Desmond's looking behind the bar. Lizzie's looking at the blood and then looks to the imp and says, I thought you said the name couldn't be changed. And the imp goes, hey, of course no, it can't. See, the name of the bar, I mean, you guys know what the deal is here. It's a sort of living creature. It's got to keep its name. If you change the name, it doesn't really work. You know, temporal folding sort of thing. You call it by something else, and it just falls apart and disintegrates, and then you all die. So it can't be changed as long as it's, you know, the same demon. It's stuck that way. And Lizzie goes, huh. Well, these ghosts seem to think it can be changed. And the imp says, no, the ghosts don't... Look, they're weird interstellar spirits that accidentally got trapped here. They don't know what's going on. They're a little murder friendly. You know how it goes. Ignore them. They're stupid. They don't know what they're talking about.
I will hold the note and the papyrus in front of Lizzie. Like holding it in front.
She does not see the papyrus.
Can't see the blood. She can't see the blood from the papyrus.
What did you write on it, Kane?
We can... we can make a deal to change the name. The Fireplace, like with big exclamation marks. The Fireplace.
Okay, I'll dip a quill in the blood and write it on the floor. With the blood.
So you try and like get your quill and like suck up some ink, because you know the quill isn't just quite. Well, I guess it can kind of be a dippy thing, and it's a slow process to try and go from the blood to the wood. And the quill doesn't really write on the floor too well. It's not a really good medium. So you're struggling to like do this writing thing, which is going to take a little while. But someone said something about fireplace, like writes
Well, that was on the note. That's on the note.
Oh, it's on the note. Okay.
Writing right now.
So that's not seen then.
Well, I'll just use my finger if it's that hard to write.
It is a pain in the ass to write with a quill. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
maybe. Yeah. I will help Kyla while she's writing. I take an arrow and like lay it beside what she's writing and pointing at the fireplace.
Sure. Lizzie and Desmond head over to the fireplace and start looking at it. Which, you know, it's got that fire going on in it right now.
Still.
Yeah, it's just a small little fire burning.
Oh, the demon fire, yeah.
The demon fire, right. Meanwhile, the lead imp is banging on the door saying, hey, let me out! We got a deal here, man! Let me out! Let me out!
I will continue staying to the fireplace. Look, these two are good people, as I fireplace. Think for yourself. These will be good masters.
Have anybody ever told you the story of Desmond and Lizzie?
It doesn't like it when you refer to them as masters. In fact, I need you to make me a dexterity check as a gout of flame launches in your direction, which conveniently or inconveniently is directly behind Desmond, so he needs to make a dexterity saving throw too, which he passes with flying colors.
That'll be just D20 plus my dex, would it?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay, at least my dex is 15, so...
Okay, so you can duck and roll out of the way as the fireplace shoots flames. Desmond takes a few steps back, pulls out a bag from his side, a little water skin, and squeezes it into the fire. An impossible amount of water comes out of this skin, dousing the fire in the fireplace.
Can I try to intervene as I see him pulling out a water skin? Like,
you're on the other side of the room. It's unlikely. Give me opposed initiative checks, and I'll give you a penalty of 2.
Okay, so
D10 plus 2 for you, and you want to roll low.
Oh, plus 2.
Yeah.
So I need 10.
So just a 10, yeah. He gets a 6, and you get to him as the water is already expended and douse the
I aim
flames.
to get under the water, get soaked in the meantime.
No, you're behind him, so the water splashes, the fireplace goes out, Big Bad Cane's over there, but it's too late. All right, guys. Let's get a recap of what the situation is right now. This post is destroyed. Sierra is trapped in a different post. The imp desperately wants to get outside but can't. Lizzie is very pregnant. And both Lizzie and Desmond are investigating the fireplace because they think there's something going on with the fireplace because it was written in blood.
Neal, I'm going to try an orison on the area around the post.
You can heal the post. Yes, you cast a healing spell at Orison, and it looks like the post slightly reforms.
Huh.
Like, hey,
Well, I took 5 damage from that same attack, so I'm just going to do it 4 more times.
Sure, you begin to Orison the post, and it sort of begins to rebuild itself, which does attract the attention of Lizzie and Desmond, who see the post slowly rebuilding itself and go, huh, a regenerating tavern. My God, that could save us a ton in costs and that sort of thing.
Big Bad Cane will go over to the demon, the dead demon.
Yes?
Lift his arm, cut it off.
Yeah.
Cut it off.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Carry it not too close to both Lizzie and Desmond. Go over here, then take a knife and carve into the arm. Spirit of the house in fireplace. Make deal to change name.
By the way, you pick up that arm?
This is also he adds, this is quite silly for us, I have to admit.
I don't know if there's enough room in the arm to write this entire thing.
He can turn the arm.
I know, but that's a lot of words to carve into an arm, and
he make small script.
Yeah.
that makes it even harder to read small script carved into a dead demon arm that's already thrashed about. Let's keep
Neal,
it short concepts.
Yeah, I tried.
Neal,
Yeah. So
he picks up the arm, the hand's already gone.
yeah. I assume that. Okay, then I simply he adds at the end, this is silly.
right.
I will continue. I will start saying to the pubs, I'm sorry, I meant companions. Companions. The imp thinks it's your master, so you should punish it. They'll be your companions.
Okay, so you fixed the we'll get to you in just a moment there, May, while I figure out what the hell to do here. The post is repaired. Sierra has freed herself from the other post finally. She's come unglued from it and is sort of roaming about doing ghostly things. The fireplace is kind of quiet. You guys see Ash there. Desmond and Lizzie appear to see nothing because they're looking at it, and Desmond pokes his head inside and looks up it, and then stands before it, hands on his hips, and says, Spirit of the tavern, we would like to... He looks over at the demon, and he kind of looks around at the room and goes, look, ghosts, there's a little problem with your plan. If we cut the imp out of the deal, we'll never get the bar transported to Berkshire. We need him for moving to move it all.
Oh, we could. I'll look at the imp and say pretty loudly, well, we can threaten him within an inch of his life too.
Maybe. So do you think you've got a... Do you think there's another way to do this?
Could beat the shit out of it.
Ghosts?
you can't hear us.
Yeah, no.
Ghosts? Is there... You got another plan?
I guess I'll take some blood and just write threaten imp question mark.
Hey, imp! I think the ghosts want to kill you. Look at this. They want to threaten you.
Also, next that Batcan writes, "Imp is locked in." Right now.
Desmond notes the writing but says nothing about it.
I'm going to go over to the imp and just be like, listen, he can make a deal with the fireplace to change the name and then make a deal.
No, he can't. The name is the name as long as it's inhabited by the soul of Zig Zig, whatever his name is. Zar. It's got to be called that. Okay, there's just.
You said there was a way for us to change the name.
I mean, there's a way to do everything, okay? Nothing is impossible, but you can't just change it, all right? It can't just be like, snap your fingers and the bar name is changed. And Desmond's like, to be honest, the name's not that bad. I mean, I could operate Zig. What is it again? Zar? God, it's kind of a weird name. I could live with the name. Really, though, my real problem is the ghosts, sort of. You know, I can't have my patrons being attacked by ghosts. Who could possibly live in a bar inhabited by a ghost all the time? It'd be terrible. And you can see Sierra's face just kind of melt and go, oh.
Doreen is going to write, "We are future patrons."
And I'll put stuck here underneath.
Time warp.
Let's do the time warp again.
We've already resurrected one character through time warping. We can't do it again, guys. You can no longer use that song to change time. That was a fun episode.
But it's such a fun song, though.
I know, it's it's good. I actually have never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay, neither have I, Neal. Neither have I. I've just watched that video several times. It's a fun song.
All right.
Maybe once we're at the prime material plane, we'll be back to normal.
Yeah.
All right, little imp. We're close to a deal here. If you can find a way. I mean, I like this better than the other taverns that you showed me. You know, it's got a good feel to it. You know, I like how the kitchen's over there and the bar. It's well built, and the cellar's a good design. The dimensionally shifted upstairs kind of weirds me out, but I'm okay with it conceptually. But these ghosts, we can't. I mean, they claim they're from the future, but that doesn't even make any sense. How could that even possibly work? So,
like, Imp, you gotta send us back now if you want this sale.
The Imp looks at you guys.
We can't go back until he probably can change the name. That is the problem here, obviously. The name in the future is different, so the past it has to change.
Earlier he said we would have to beat the spirit until it was almost dead and then spare its life in order to change its name.
Well, but he mumbled, so there might be other stuff.
That's what he mumbled. That's what I'm saying.
Well, did you mumble anything else, Imp?
The Imp is trying to ignore you. He's doing that sort of like, I'm not paying attention to you.
I'm going to write in more blood, Shenanigans.
Seriously, this is a bunch of shenanigans. This is fucking insane.
Name
all right, look, Imp.
Shenanigans.
Look, Imp. Clearly, there's something weird going on here. Why don't we step outside and let these ghosty people do their thing? You can give us your last pitch on this, and if you can get rid of the ghost, we'll take it. Otherwise, we can go with that other one. You know, the non-haunted one. You know, the one with the swords on the ceiling that can drop on patrons that are screwing around. I really liked that idea. All the hanging swords connected with threads that you can kind of pluck and pull. The Imp's like, actually, that's one of my favorites. My sister designed that tavern.
That's a great idea.
But we're unfortunately stuck inside for the time being. Do you have a way out? And Desmond nods and pulls a gem out of his pocket and sets it on the ground and gives it a twirl, and a gateway opens up to the fire portal, the fire dimension, and he and Lizzie and the imp all walk through the portal into the elemental plane of fire. The portal's still there, and you can see the lines of heat rolling off of it, but you can't feel the heat.
All right, so how do we get the spirit to fight us?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be a battle. What if it was a game? Sort of a battle.
Maybe.
Right.
We need some.
Yeah, all right.
Go ahead.
I'm forming. I've got an idea in the works right here. Just give me some time to finish it.
What if Sierra took control? Possessed?
Oh no, we lost a person.
No.
Hold on.
It wasn't me.
Not this time, it wasn't. There we go. We lost Jason. Oh no.
Yeah.
Maybe a break.
Freaking hipsters ate his internet.
Yeah. They've gone into a fire dimension. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, hopefully Jason will be back, and we will see you guys on the other side. Bye, everybody.